Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different because I want to see if a couple of rooms can make a big difference in a deck that's needed some help along the way. And the two rooms we're going to be taking a look at are Dollmaker Shop, and I debated if I wanted 3 or 4 in here. We're going to go with 3 for now and see how we feel by the end of the video. But this is going to allow us to make extra tokens every time we attack, and we have several things that care about tokens. We'll talk about those in a second. And then the other room I want to play a couple of copies of is Funeral Room. Because then if our tokens are dying, we're gaining life, our opponent's losing life. And then if the game goes really long, we just get everything back out of the graveyard. So I'm only playing a couple copies of this one. But again, I think this is one that maybe 3 is the right number. I don't really know yet. But I want to test a bunch of other cards as well while we're here. And we're going to see how it works out. Now, the rest of the list does include some things like Cut Down, because we do need to survive the mono-red menace, if you will. We have some Get Lost, because again, you want that early removal, and you want ways to get rid of enchantments, because there are going to be a lot of those floating around right now. So much so that I'm only playing 3, and realistically, I should probably be playing 4, I think. We are going to try some Scrolls Hive, because again, it makes tokens, does kind of what we want. Split Skin Doll is actually kind of interesting, because it is a 2-1, we could draw and discard. If we already control another thing with power 2 or less, then we just get to keep the card, which is super nice. But often, if it's our turn 2 play, we'll probably be discarding. We do have some extra Go for the Throat, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up wanting to turn one of the Go for the Throats into a Get Lost. And then we start getting into the parts that have existed here for a while, but we want to get some more use out of them. So Varan, obviously, we have a creature die, our opponent loses 2 life, we gain 2 life once each turn. We have Ellis Ilkor kind of doing the same thing. Creature enters, we gain life, creature dies, opponent loses life. We have Enduring Innocence, so if we're making all these tokens and all these small creatures, we get to draw extra cards, helps us find our key things. One of the other new cards we're playing is Toby, Beastie Befriender. This makes us a 4-4 and a 1-1. The 4-4 can't attack or block unless other creatures attack or block. We'll have lots of tokens for that. But the other ability I want to mess with on Toby here is that if you control 4 or more creature tokens, then all your creature tokens have flying. So obviously, we hope we get some more tokens, so that way stuff can fly, and that is awesome. One of those things that make tokens every turn, Lord Skitter. And Lord Skitter is pretty good because there are Reanimator decks right now trying to reanimate Valgavoths and stuff. So this is good against all that. We have Overlord of the Mistmoors. We are playing 3, maybe 4 is right, but I am a little light on mana, I think. And this will just make 2 tokens on its own, if nothing else. And then, of course, our rooms that are kind of rounding out the rest of the deck. Now, I have no idea how this is going to play. This is kind of like just taking a chance to see if kind of one of those old archetypes that has been floating around actually has a chance to be good now, if we got the right tools in the set or not. So this will be a fun experiment. But like always, by the time we get into the video, if you like what you see, you can hop right down in the description. You can click a link. It'll take you over to Moxfield. You can download the deck and you can give it a try. But yeah, let's go hop in and see if we can teach an old dog some new tricks. All right, well, this is a hand. We'll see how this works. Think we just play this and go fishing for plains and hope for the best. Alright, a little bit of good news, a little bit of bad news. Didn't get batted, but it means they're probably leaving up some type of counter. So if I were going to do anything here, I'm probably just going to play Split Skin Doll, I think. This matchup feels like it might go a bit longer, so there's probably a little more value to gain from the Scrubs Hive. And we would like to draw a card here, hopefully to get us closer to land if possible. I mean, sure, you can kill it. That's fine. That wasn't ever much of a concern. Now it's just, I guess I'll give up a Toby. Don't necessarily want to put Overlords over there in case they're doing like weird Reanimator shenanigans from our graveyard just yet. Okay, fair. Good news, we found other land. I assume they'll just kill Toby here. I don't know, they might kill our 4-4. Depends on how bad they just want to get 3 damage in. This could also be a Shieldred turn. Because here, if you kill Toby, I can't block with the 4-4. Yeah, exactly. And then you just get to attack, draw a card. And they probably get to leave up a counter. Oh, they're not even attacking. Wow. That... Okay. Obviously, we're leaving up mana then, right? To counter. So I don't even want to go for an Overlord here. I'm kind of trying to use the Skrelv's Hive as bait here. Like, maybe... like, they're into countering this. Alright, well, we didn't get them to bite, unfortunately. We're still going to cast this regardless. That probably just dies to a kill spell. I also kind of love how this token looks really derpy. Just like a big purple thing with his tongue hanging out. Looks like a bad Sesame Street character. Urtai, gonna kill our 4/4. That's good for us, though. Now that they're tapped out, we can start running our Overlords out. Sure. Gonna attack and get a card? Sounds good. We'll go to 16. Ooh, Dollhouse isn't bad either. Can't I could Dollhouse kill Urtai, but that's probably not as worth it. Let's get this down while we can. I could always try to Dollhouse next turn. It'd be nice if we drew a land, because then we get the option of maybe just playing a big 6/6 or Dollhouse into 2 more flyers. Or if we draw another Toby, then all of our stuff will have flying, and that's pretty slick too. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking now. I'm not sure if you're aware, but that's definitely happening. You get to kill a flyer. Alright, we'll draw. Sure. I don't have any... Oh, wait, I could just play this straight up, though. And then when... Then all of these would be 1, 2, 3, 4 each? Ooh, that becomes a real thing. I wasn't even thinking about that. Alright, I mean, I feel like if we do that, then Shieldred at least can't even attack here, right? Oh, for each other creature. Gosh dang it. I thought it was for each creature. Well, in that case, I did that wrong. I should have just made 2 more bodies and played the Dollhouse. That might have been smarter to do anyway, to be honest. Yeah, that might have just been a bad idea overall. Like, if you're going to kill something, you kill our 4/4 flyers, and then we can't block, and then you can attack for 7 here. Then we're close to dead. That's what I would do if they had it. Looks like they might not, though. Now, there is an interesting thing here that we could unlock the Dollhouse, and then when we attack, everything effectively gets an extra +1. Which would be +2, because we're going to make a 1/1 with Skrelv's Hive next turn as well. Alright, so the opponent passed their attack step. Alright, we go to 12, and then we're going to go to 10. Man, we're about to make a big attack. Alright, go to 10. Double cut down is also pretty sweet here. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. So if we kill, then what happens? Kill. We can unlock the other thing, get a +1, attack 1, 2, 3, 4. At a minimum, get through. Alright, I guess we gotta try it, right? Because the other option, too, is if they do counter one of these, then we just go ahead and play Overlord to make 2 more tokens, and that's +2 as well. I mean, at some point, they're probably also doing the math of just like, okay, how big can this attack be, and do I need these blockers? Because the other option is, if they have a kill spell, that also reduces the power of our creatures, and then possibly leaves us dead to a counterattack plus a Shieldred trigger. And our 1 damage from the Skrelv's Hive, because we haven't dealt any poison yet. So yeah, lots of things going on here, depending on what cards are in the opponent's hand, for sure. Alright, looks like Unstoppable Slasher's gonna die. And then we'll go ahead and try to kill Urtai. That dies. I guess we'll try for this. Yeah, alright. Then I guess we'll just attack with lots many. Yep, there you go. Okay, let's keep it. This is tough because I want to play Ellis on 2, but I know it's just gonna die. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anybody who's playing anything in Best of Our Night now, you got to have some early 1 and 2 mana removal. So, a real chance this doesn't get to do anything. But who knows? Maybe they just play like an island, or they just play like a forest, or they play that. All right, I guess I'll give it a go then. Because at least now, if they try to spend their mana, like juicing up Heartfire Hero or something, then we can at least kill it, buy a little time to do some stuff with Lord Skitter and whatnot. Oh, so that's not even the worst thing that could have happened. I feel like we got off a little light there. Okay, then. I don't think we just randomly died anything here, so I think I'm just going to get 2 life and have a 3/3. That seems pretty good. No attacks. So now there's some possible block trade scenarios, and then we can play 2 spells next turn. And then we're not in bad shape. The other good news, too, is this only can be used on creatures. This can't cast red spells. So, for the most part, our stuff is pretty safe, I would think. Because they're likely playing things that pump their team and or shoot us for direct damage. Cheeky House Mouse. Alright, not even using the adventure side, just casting it as a 2/1. Alright, triggering the Battle Rage Mouse, so some stuff gets +1/+1. But then what? Ah, because you had another Cheeky House Mouse. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we're okay with that. That's just a big 5/5. I don't think I'm really interested in blocking that, so sure. I mean, right now we're able to gain life and whatnot, so, you know, no need to get too crazy here. We'll get our card and a life. No, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for something a little bit more threatening. You know? Yeah, I guess we'll just go to 18 and pass. We'll leave this to respond to kill a Heartfire hero. And then I don't know what we want to do after that. Alright, we'll go for it. If they have a way to protect it, they have a way to protect it. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, looks like they don't. Taking 2 is good. We keep them off of a card. They can use their maps to juice up their Battle Rage Mice. Which we probably... That's not true. I'd block one of them with a Split Skin Doll. which is still a terrible name to have to say over and over. Ah, but there's a Mabel. All right. All right, I see you. Play the house mouse. You get to pump some things now. Seems good. I think I'll just block this and take 8. Their hand's empty now, so they're mostly playing off the top. Like, I feel like this is mostly fine. I'm going to play Fountain Ports. I'm obviously not attacking with these tokens, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a card here. Because if we can find a removal for Mabel, obviously, we'd like to do that. We did not, but we found a Vran, and that's a reasonable option here. Don't hate that. Let's get rid of this guy. Alright, no attacks. Man, have we really only drawn one removal this game? That's not good. We have a lot. And we desperately need it right now. We are really, really close to turning the corner, but we're also really, really close to dying. Like, to the point that I'm going to have to make some blocks I am not happy about here, but I don't think we have a choice. Though, the next turn we can leave up, like, Restless Fortress and block. We can make a 1/1 fish and block. So, like, there's some different things we could do. And the fish is fine because we lose 1 life, but then we gain 2 because of Vran when it dies. So it's not like the worst thing. Yep. Just going to juice Mabel. Though I think the better play would have been to pump up one of the 3/2s. But I also get it. Alright, they're going to try again. Alright, so there's an Emberheart Challenger on top. So we do have to be aware of a Hasty Boy. Yeah, right now our best top deck's just going to be draw an Overlord, I think. If we draw an Overlord, I think we're in pretty good shape. If we don't, I think we're going to be in trouble. Yeah, because that gets Trample is the issue here. I think, as much as I don't like it, I think we have to block with Atlas Core here. Yeah. Just kind of had to be what it is. I didn't like that at all, but I think it's what we had to do. So if we do this, we can't make a thing because we need 3 mana to make a fish, right? We know that has haste. We're at 9. This is a tough decision. I could sack this to draw a card, look for another removal, but I don't think I want to do that. You know what we'll do first, though? Let's attack with one of these. Because I don't think they'll block, but if they do, we get to drain them for life here, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. I mean, we can also drain them anyway by just drawing a card. But we got some damage in there in the interim. So, I say we play this. Planning to block with it. I guess I could have done that first and drawn a card, though, if I was going to go down that route. Alright, let's do it. Missed opportunity, though, for sure. Alright. Alright, Challenger, you got it. Question is, what's that last card in hand? Because if it's another spell, this is going to be a rough turn. Like, we're going to have to block with a lot of stuff I don't want to block with. Yep. We are on official blocking duty now. Where we don't want to be, but we kind of have to do it. Just give haste. It does give haste. That sucks. Alright, well, Things have to block that we don't want to block with, but do what we got to do, I guess. I mean, as bad as this game went for us, though, as far as not drawing removal or whatever, like, we do actually still have outs. So it's not the worst thing. All right, they're going to load that up, which makes sense because it tramples. So, you know, if you're going to send something, why not? How do we not die here? Kind of have to block with everything. So if we're going to do that, I guess we might as well take some things with us. Then, yeah. We're dead either way. Yep, didn't really have any outs. That's just tough. Oh, not true, not true, because we can sack a thing and draw a card here. Hold on. So we would take 8 this way. And we're not dead. We gain 2. Is that enough to be worth it? Like, I'm actually really questioning this. Hold on a second. Like, is it possible for us to... Like, let's assume we're at 11 life, because I can sack a thing. Is there a combination that I want to block otherwise and maybe still hold on to either Lord's Getter or Vran here? Like, if I don't block there, we're taking 11 exactly, so that's no good, obviously. Alright, I guess this is still what we gotta do. Don't love it, but whatevs. Alright. And then sack one of these. And draw Overlord. Not Overlord. Overlord! I was like, Overlord. Nope, there it is. It was just a couple of cards down. So we can cast this, not take any damage. Oh, I need 7. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. Hopefully, we're not dead yet. Oh no, I did the wrong side! Oh no! Oh crap. I meant to actually hardcast it. Oh, gosh, that's terrible. Alright, well, I mean... Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Oh, no, I probably lost with the misclick. Literally should have had a 6/6 in play. Yeah, if they have any pump spell, we're dead. Right? Because I have to double block. Ugh, that's rough. I think because in my brain, the adventure is on the left side, and I keep wanting to treat it like an adventure. But the creature in this is on the left side, and the spell portion, I guess you want to call it that, the ability is on the right side. Ugh, that's so tough. Well, we'll just see what happens. I mean, if we lose, we lose. Oh, they chose not to attack. Alright, I'll just take that as getting lucky here. Alright, so how much do I need for that? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I want to make a token, I think it's worth making the token and going to 3. Because we're just gaining, lose 1, gain 1. And Arena taps in the worst way possible, but I get it. You don't want me to take damage here. Let's go ahead and put this into play. I think. I might as well go ahead and play this, right? There's no harm in doing it. Alright. Yeah, no attacks. We can't afford to attack here, really. I mean, I could if I had a 6/6. I just made this game so much more difficult than it needed to be right now. But we are in a position that potentially we untap next turn, we could draw a card, or we could make a body that draws us 2 cards, and then, you know, it might still be alright. But again, if the opponent has the right pump spells here, though, could still be rough. At least now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power worth of toughness, and that helps a lot here. And we've done all this with only a Get Lost as a removal spell this whole time against a creature deck. Alright, well that was weird. Now they just let their timer run out. I think we might have turned the corner and have the opponent roping, y'all. We just achieved the best feeling in the world. You got an aggro deck where they can't punch through, and all of a sudden, they're just upset and roping. We'll take it. Yep, looks like we're going to get it here. Ooh, nice. Alright, looks like we're going to keep this one. I mean, we have a cut down, we can draw into some cards, we've got Ellis, so it's good as anything. Don't know if we need double cut down deck. Sometimes you want cut down and then like go for the throat or something. I mean, I appreciate the first one, don't get me wrong. Do we just go LSO core here? Yeah, I guess so. Because if they kill this, they're not doing much on their turn. So it's like, unless they like cut down into... Oh, Disfigure. Good choice. Into a bat. Duress. Well, okay. That doesn't hurt us too much. Alright. Let's go ahead and just go get... I don't even know if we have to go get a plane jet. Discard a card. I'll discard one of these. Mostly just hides information. Preacher, you got it. Alright, deck. Now's your time to shine. We got opportunity for so many things here. That wasn't a damn thing. Let's see what you can do with this. Okay. That's at least something, maybe. There's at least an argument to be made there. Another Preacher, sure. In that regard, I might just double block a Preacher here. Like, chump blocking isn't any good, and I don't want to leave them with 2 Preachers, because that's a little excessive. Is this a bit tough, though? Oh, I was literally thinking that, because I might want to not get this discarded, but I also kind of want to kill a Preacher. Oh, gosh. What's more valuable here? I think we just pass. Ah, well, now we want to kill a Shieldred, huh? Alright, I guess we do what we gotta do. Like, one of those ones you say, like, I don't love it, but... Alright, okay, cool. Way to go, deck. Way to go. Way to try to pull us out of the hole here. Mad respect. Could have waited a turn to try to cast it, but... Could have got it discarded. Could have just died to a removal spell. This actually isn't too terrible. And there's a Deep Cavern Bat, so let's kill this. So yeah, if we'd have held on to it, we would have just lost it to a bat anyway. So that works out. Kill one of our 2/1s. I mean, that's totally reasonable. I will probably trade for one of them. Now let us find another Overlord here. You're not a bad option. Those are probably kill spells in hand, though. If we do this, we can't really activate our land, though. That's tough. Alright, well, just do what we can do, I guess. I mean, I have to assume there's some type of removal spell here. They just didn't want to waste it on a 2/1 token. We are not the aggressor here, though. That is for sure. They're just double checking. Like, when does this come back into play? Save a removal spell for the 6/6. I would not blame them. I mean, you kill the token, you get in with the 1/1. Okay, that makes sense too. Sure, I'll block the bat. Why not? And then I just find out if they have removal instant speed as we attack with our Restless Fortress next turn. Which, if they do, then they have one less removal for our big Overlord, so there's that. That could also be a cut down too, which still works on Restless Fortress. Looks like it's not, though. Alright. Well, good news. If we draw another Overlord, we can just cast it. Or Dollhouse. Or 2, 4, 6, 7. We're one away from casting the thing that puts all of our creatures back. Skrelv's Hive. I don't hate that. Try to attack. Then I'll assume, yeah, they're going to kill our Overlord here, right? Yeah, I was going to say, they had to be saving something. There it is. Alright, so now we either need to draw another Overlord, or we got to get our rooms. I think those are the only ways we're going to get ahead here with a Virtue or Persistent staring us in the face. Though we could draw a Get Lost to kill the Virtue in another turn, so that's real. But we're not drawing valuable cards here, so that's tough. And the turn. Maybe a Duress? It's a Deep Cavern Bat. We'll just kill the bat, since it flies. Alright. Wonder what that last card is they're holding on to. Maybe one of their sweepers or something? Split Skin Doll. Let's go ahead and cast that, see what we find. So we can make decisions here appropriately. Well, nothing that mattered, sadly. Gonna try to attack? Nope, looks like they're finally gonna kill our land. They've had enough of our shenanigans. Fair enough. Man, where are our rooms at? We need to hit our rooms. Or now we need to get lost. Yeah, that just comes through. I don't care. Like, we've done nothing for so many turns. Like, I don't even know if we could win from this point. I mean, here's the thing, though. We're going to keep on. Because we do get a bunch of lifelinkers. And if we do get the room that gives all of our stuff bonuses, like, we could still attack for potentially lethal. Because we're going to get 2 more tokens next turn. Everything would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 5, plus 5. Why did they not take our Overlord? I would have definitely got that before getting Shieldred. I mean, thankful they didn't, but... Oh, and we drew it! Heck yeah, we're just going big time. Everybody's juiced. I mean, they can still block 2 things here, so they're not dead. I mean, you gotta block 2, but yeah. And then we gain a bunch of life, so now even if they get our Overlord, we're not too worried about it next turn. Yeah, now they're looking in our yard and saying, yeah, we should probably take that Overlord, right? Nope, they're going back to their graveyard. Opponent, take the thing that makes 3 blockers. Like, all of our things are lethal, basically, at this point. Yeah, now that's just it. You know, I say, even if they had 3 blockers, I guess it doesn't matter. Because we'll get an additional creature this turn. Yeah. Actually, in reality, we would have got one creature from the Dollmaker shop when we attack. We could play this, activate it, get an additional creature. So on this turn, from the 2 tokens, the one from the doll shop, and turning this into a creature, would effectively give all of our stuff +4/+4 for the turn. Like, that's pretty wild. And to consider, we were at a point where we only had, like, 2 tokens and the split skin doll 2 turns ago. Like, that's how fast this turned around. I thought we were going to be in trouble, because I thought we drew pretty poorly for the middle stretches of that game. But, hey, a win's a win. We'll take it. Especially having to beat Virtue, Shieldred, double Preacher, like, double Bat. Like, there was a lot going on there. Okay. I'm going to keep this just because we have a couple of removal spells here early. But if this isn't a creature deck where these are valid, this hand's going to be terrible. What even is? Why did it make that sound? Scene of the crime? All right. Oh, I should have just played the courtyard. Gosh dang it. I was so busy worried about, like, scene of the crime. Nobody plays that. Sacrifice to draw a card, or you tap. All right, that's fine. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely kill that guy. We are not in the business of having that thing sit around. Let's go with this to draw a card. I don't think I'm that concerned about them just having whatever they're going to have here. Ooh, Overlord. That's unfortunate. I guess I'm just... Well, I can't even cast this yet. But I can probably just cast Funeral. Yeah, this sucks. I'm going to get rid of this. I feel like there's too much value in the other cards. This can help me dig for more mana. This kills a creature. This just has long-term value. Nothing. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go here. Actually, I should probably just be playing the split skin doll, to be honest. That probably would be smarter. And now they're going to be like, nah, get rid of that enchantment. I am a little concerned, because this means they probably have like 4 mana things here, like Kona and Rip. Which is probably what we're about to see. I'm doing that just based off the fact they're playing this, so there's probably other survivors and vehicles and stuff. Hover ship. Okay. That's reasonable. I was literally about to say, my concern is if we don't draw land, I kind of have to... I'm like priced into playing this. And we still didn't find it. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright. Oh, no land's going to be the death of us. Oh, our hand was so much fun, too. Yep, there's Rip. And there's nothing we can do about it. Yep. Just got to give the GGs. We're now going to be so far behind. Like, if they get any real value off this, we're cooked. Yeah, you get all those cards, opponent. Yeah, there's not anything we can do here. Like, this is too late. Alright. Yep, we just didn't get mana. That's a tough one. Alright, we'll keep it and try to make the most out of this. Taking one right off the bat. From Deserts. Scoundrel. Probably making a treasure if I were guessing. Yep. Alright, we'll go ahead and kill it. I'm assuming something big's coming behind it. Because that feels like a deck after my own heart. So we'll just pass, because we probably want to be able to kill something here. Oh, they had a tap land. And they didn't play anything. Boo. Well, now we're going to have to take 2 damage. And just take a risk here. Kill our Enduring Innocence. Nope, they're going to let us keep it. Maybe. So they might let us keep it. I don't know. It is kind of random that the card has lifelink. I forget that sometimes. Yeah, you know, I have to say, and nothing against his opponent. I think nothing wrong with playing Arid Archway, but I feel like every time I've played it in a deck, I've not enjoyed it. I feel like it's just never done the right thing, or like bouncing the land has just like slowed me down a little bit. Like even with deserts, I could be reused. But I feel that way about a lot of the tap lanes. Even when I play Commander, you know, the K-Roo lands that like bounce a thing and like just never feels like it works out for me. So I'm sure everybody else loves them, so I'm definitely the one that's in the wrong. I'm just too many situations where this haven't worked out for me, so I just end up not playing them. Intriguing. The opponent has chosen to do nothing. What does that mean, friend? Still nothing? Nope, they're passing. All right. I don't know what else to do there. Let's try LSO Core. Maybe. All right, we get a card. And I guess we'll attack. Oh, you know what? This might be Smuggler Surprise next turn. I might have to kill like a Terror of the Peaks or something. That sucks losing that, but that's not the end of the world. That's fine. The fact that they used the treasure for that makes us feel a lot better. Because there are some scenarios that could have been bad with 6 mana. This doesn't feel nearly as scary. Like, we also have many cards that are much scarier than that, so I will take that as a trade-off. Alright, back down to 14. You got a lot of cards in hand, opponent. What are you doing with your mana over there? Maybe just leaving up removal to see what crazy thing we do. Gonna the end our Vran as well? Nope, Vran just dies. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. Now we're talking about doing some things. Let's play this first. So we get 2 cards. I'm gonna have to discard one. Ooh, Toby. Man, do I want to get greedy and play another Enduring Innocence? I'm gonna discard one of them. That seems like a little bit too much. But let's go ahead and play one more. And then we're just going to have a lot of options next turn. Because we have Toby, we've got this. We could still have mana up for Get Lost. The Get Rog monster. Is that when it deals damage? Oh, no, it's only when it's saddled. Yeah, sure, I'll take 6. Like, that seems fine. We will play this first. Play this. We will attack these. Get our 2 cards here. Love it. We'll go ahead and attempt to kill this guy while there's no green open to defend it. Play this. All right. And then we'll just try to unlock this room and try to go nuts. I see what they were doing, though. I think they just drew the removal heavy portion of their deck. Yeah, they're looking at the room like, yes, we are going to spend the mana to unlock that and have a bunch of, like, +5s, +5s. Oh, we're not going to get to do it. Yep. Koglan Yudara. I like that card, though. You don't get to see it played enough. Oh, did you get a kill card for our creature, too? Gross. Nice. Well done, opponent. Alright, well, let's go ahead and hit that. Let's play this. Get some cards. Just endless sources of things here. Let's go ahead and attack. Opponent saying GG. I don't know if it's totally over yet. Unless they just have something just kills us. I mean, they might. I mean, we only have a 2/2 back. 7. Technically, it's 6, because I'll take one from Skrelv. Scoundrel. Alright. We also get... Oh, just Toby out of the graveyard. But we would actually be able to play for the Awakening Hall, which is kind of cool. Magda, alright. Yeah, more cards. Yeah, I get it. Now it is GG. Yeah, we just had a little bit of everything. We get to pick that off. And then we get to attack. Yeah, that one was just kind of like a slow, systematic game where things came together. Alright, so some things here. I think what I would call like the core of the deck is fine. But ultimately, I think the deck can just play some better cards at the end of the day, right? I don't think we were greatly benefited by having the Split Skin Doll over having something like, say, just the Deep Cavern Bat, right? And as much as I liked Enduring Innocence, getting extra cards and stuff was cool, but we could also possibly just get extra cards with something like a Preacher, you know, because there's a lot of times we are just gaining life and whatnot. And in that case, Preacher also is harder to kill, harder to block, you know, so it kind of puts us in a situation that we're not playing as many exciting new cards, but I think, unfortunately, it's just a case where sometimes if the older cards are better, you just got to rock with the older cards, you know? Now, does Toby still belong? If we cut some of these other things, I think those are actual questions to ask. Like, Funeral Room, while cool, didn't really need it. Dollmaker Shop, fantastic. So, didn't hate having that. Right? Like, that's fine. And realistically, since we're doing the gain life thing, I mean, having a couple of Shieldred, I know people hate hearing that, but like, Shieldred is still a good Magic card, so probably worth having. I think that would probably even be worth it if you wanted to cut like one Preacher and maybe one Toby. Toby's just cool because if you do get to where you have like tokens left over from Lord Skitter, you made some Dollmaker Shop tokens. Also, I think having Bats works out because having the Flyer let you make more shop tokens without concern, you know. So like maybe the case of having one Toby, one less Preacher, 2 Shieldred. We also went from 61 to 60 like this. We still get to keep cut downs, get lost, Deep Cavern Bats. If we want to keep Skrelv's Hive so we can keep generating tokens, I think that's still a thing since we have the combination of Vran, LSL Core, you know, all that stuff. So like, this is probably closer to where we want to be. But yeah, the real thing is, I think we decided which of the 2 rooms we liked more, and it's Dollmaker Shop. Like, this by itself can just turn games around. And it's kind of a nuisance, right? If you have a way to just keep attacking, then you just, if nothing else, we can trade the 1/1s that can't block. We can just run those into combat. The opponent blocks it because they don't want to take the toxic and they kill it, but then we still exchange and make a 1/1. right, that we can use. Arguably, maybe the deck also needs 4 Overlord of the Mistmoors. You know, I don't think that would be unreal either, if somebody wanted to make that argument. There were a lot of games where it's like, oh, if we just draw an Overlord, then we're good, right? So, yeah, something like this is probably closer to what we want to be going with, and still have all the removal for the problematic early game stuff, the other creature decks. I think this is kind of where we want to be, but we're looking at 4 Cut Down, 3 Get Lost, 2 Skrelv's Hive, 4 Deep Cavern Bat, 2 Go for the Throat, 3 Vrand, 4 LSL Core, 1 Toby, 2 Lord Skitter, 3 Preacher, 2 Shieldred, 3 Overlord of the Mistmoors, 4 Dollmaker Shop, 4 Plains, 4 Swamp, 4 Caves of Koilos, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 2 Restless Fortress, 3 Fable Passage, 2 Fountain Port, and 1 Merrick's. Now, that being said, I don't think in any way this is just going to be one of those things you're just going to go rambling through the ladder with. I think if you're running into the other, like, creature decks and, you know, you can gain enough life, you have some Death Touchers now, like, you'll probably be good in those. I think you're still going to struggle a little bit with the things that are trying to go big and over the top. I don't think we're necessarily going to be good against those unless you happen to just draw, like, your Go for the Throats and Get Lost at the right time or whatever and kill their big things. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't plan on it. But you do have some come from behind options, just being able to top deck like Dollmaker Shop and whatever and kind of go crazy with that. So, yeah, it was fun. I'm not upset we played it. I think it's, if you're looking to play LSL Core, here's a fun new way to do it. But like I said, it's probably just a 50-50 deck, just something fun to mess around with. I wouldn't spend the resources to craft any of these rares or mythics you don't have, but if you do already have most of them, yeah, feel free to go give it a run. But yeah, if you want to check out another fun card, we did play the Roller Crusher ride in our deck yesterday, and it was actually really good. And honestly, Big Red is probably the best way to go with it. So if you like playing Planeswalkers and stuff, check that one out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.